Hey guys, what's up? Today's video is going to be interesting. It's going to be, I don't know, maybe controversial. I'm probably going to get called racist. Just bear with me here. But before we get onto the actual topic, let's dream for a little bit. What if I called you up and said, "Hey, Johnny, the Indian dream is real. Let's go live it. Let's go to India." Just using India as an example. And let's drive a truck. Let's team. We can make $78,000 a month on average. Yeah, we won't have no bills. We live in the truck. $78,000. What is that? $78,000 times that by 12, make $938,000 by a year. Let's say we do it for 4 years. Make $3.7 million. Johnny, would you go with me? If I could guarantee that, 4 years driving a truck in another country while your family's here, and send all that money back home, pay off all your debt. Of course you would. Of course you would. Now, the American dream is alive and well. Alive and well. Now, I might be wrong in this video, but just let me know in the comments if I am. I just had an epiphany. I talked about this in the video I put out the other day about, people saying, don't do this for the videos, don't this, don't that. Don't put out these dashboard videos. Don't tell people, because brokers are going to see it and they're going to give you less money. And I quickly turned around and I said, no, the more people that sees the rates you can make out here, the better. It gets more people on the same page. So it got me to thinking, and I've been thinking about it before that comment, and before I put that in that short video the other day, I got to thinking, the American dream is still alive and well, guys. Now listen, on this video here, if you're an immigrant and you're here on the temp CDL, stick around, because I got some good news for you as well. Because I don't know if your days of driving are coming to an end or not. Who knows? This is America. Crazy times we live in. Crazy times. But if you're here on a temp CDL, stick around. I got some news for you. Maybe a little insight. But let's say, Johnny, we could go to India, or just any other country, in fact, and make $3.7 million just in 4 years. Would you go? Damn right you would. Damn right. So the American dream is alive and well for other people in other countries. They come over here, and I'm using India, for example. I just done some quick Google, searching here of the average medium income in India, and it's $400 a month, or what is that, $4,800 a year? Now, also, I Googled, what's the medium income, the average for Americans? $67,000. So if you crunch $67,000, divide that 4,800 into it, comes up, it's almost it's like 13.95% times. So it's like the average income from, say, India can come here and multiply their income just on a medium by 14 times. So in retrospect, if we could go to another country and take what we're used to making here and multiply it by 14 times over the course of 3-4 years, we'd come back as millionaires. Now, here's where this is what's killing our industry, guys, it's not their fault. I mean, we would do it too if we could do it in another country. But we gotta something needs to be done. But here's why. Somebody comes over here to this country, and no shame, no shade, none of that. I would do it to another country if I could. They come over here, and families back home, kids back home. They live in a truck. What that means for Americans is there's no mortgage, there's no car payments, there's no light bills, none of that stuff like that. They live in the truck, and all money goes back to their country, which it should, because it's allowed, and it should be allowed. But what that does is it takes off the American plate, the American tables. And here's where I got an issue with it, is if somebody, the truck next to me, not this flashy Peterbilt here, that's a nice truck, it's a 99 model, she sounds wild. If I'm on a load board looking for a load going to California, and I see a load on there, it's $2 a mile, and I'm looking at that load, and I'm like, oh man, I won't take that load, and all of a sudden somebody books it for 92 cents. You're like, who in the hell is going to haul for 92 cents? And you think, that's not enough money. No, not for us. Because we got the mortgage, the groceries, all this other stuff, kids in school, taxes. It's overwhelming. Point I'm trying to make is, if somebody don't have to make the income we as Americans have to make, they can run these loads for 92 cents, 95 cents. And the American drivers, the American truckers, we can't compete with that. So that's where I say, if you're a temp CDL holder and there's more money to be made than that, 90 something cents. And I say that because I bid on a load just about 3.5, 4 weeks ago. And no kidding, the load they was trying is going long miles. And they had it for like $1.30 something. And I bid on it. Over that, of course. And later, I got an email that said, I lost my bid. Now the bid went to somebody that was $1.30 something or less. It don't make sense. We're talking about a lane that was paying $1.80 on the average, and somebody took it for like, I don't know, it was under $1.30 something. I know that. But if you got the truck payment, the insurance, the family, the house, the mortgage, I guess that's, yeah, the mortgage, the car payments, you can't compete with somebody that can live off $400 or $500 a month. That's all they need to make. And even if they double that, you still can't compete with that. Even if you triple that, or say they make 6 times the amount of what they can make in their natural country, we can't compete with that. The offset of our expenses versus their expenses, not on the trucking side, but just on the home side, we can't compete with that. So something's got to be done. So if that is you, let me tell you, consider subscribing to my channel. I'll put these videos out on YouTube. It's called I Go Over the Load Board. And during those, I cover what lane rates and averages across the nation, what things are doing. You're leaving money on the table. And in response to that, you're driving down the rates for the American truckers. Again, if I could go to another country and do it, I would. So if you are here doing it, run freight for more money, because you're messing up you're messing up everybody else's money. All right, guys, I'm off my rant. Try not to sound racist. I mean, that's not racist. You know, a lot of people's called me racist over the years. They also called me the N lovers, you know, because I got a lot of black friends and grew up, stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't get it. People are weird. Anyways, guys, yeah. Something's got to give, man. We can't compete with people that can run for $1 a mile. Just saying.